Morning, Tom.
Good morning.
What can I do for you today?
Well, I've got this divorce. Got to get divorced from my wife, Claire, and from her son, Josh. It's just not working out. I need out.
Okay, we can get you out. Tell me a little bit more about your situation.
Well, I'm mostly concerned about money.
Good concern.
Claire used to work. She used to work a little bit. But she doesn't like to work, and I don't want to support her.
Right.
I've only been married to her for 6 years, and she worked a little bit during that time. She worked 25 to 30 hours in my landscaping business, and she was some help, and she got a salary, but it wasn't like a real job, and I need her to get a real job because I don't want to pay alimony for more than a year. And although I love her son, who's now 10, Josh, I'm not his biological father, and I don't want to pay any child support.
Nor should you.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
absolutely.
I'm happy to hear that. What do you need to know from me to help me either get Claire to agree or get a judge to order that I only have to pay alimony for a year?
Well, let's start first with Josh, okay? The way I hear it, you shouldn't have to pay any child support, and that's what we'll do. We'll just go into court, prove you're not the biological father, end of story.
Okay, I want you to know that I love this kid.
Good.
I've been with him I'm the only father he knows. My relationship started with Claire when Josh was 3. We got married when he was 4. He's now 10, and I do love the kid, and he looks up to me as his father. But I don't want to support him, and that's complicated because his father doesn't pay any alimony.
Well, that's
Excuse me, any child support.
That's really a benefit Claire's given him. You know, that's her problem. That's not your problem. You're not his biological father. You shouldn't have to pay any support, and that's the position we'll take, and that's the position I expect that we'll end up with.
You're okay with that?
Of course I'm okay with that. That's what you'd want to happen, right?
And you think you can get a judge to go along with that?
I don't see why not.
Let's talk about the alimony. What can I do to pay the least amount for the shortest period of time, because that's what I want?
Well, the first thing would be to stop saying that Claire's not that smart. She's obviously a very smart woman. She married you. She only worked part-time. You supported her. She knew what she was doing. So let's take the position. Claire can go out and make her own income. She worked with you. You know she's a smart woman. Let's let her get a job. We can hire a vocational expert. You know, we can get a hired gun who will interview her, interview you, and say, hey, she can go out there and make triple what she was making with you.
Look, I think she took me in when we started dating. I think she fooled me. She said she wanted to work, and she wanted to do this, and she wanted to do that. She hasn't done any of those things during the marriage, which is why I want out, and that's why I want a lawyer who's going to go to court and say, she didn't do this, she didn't do that, and she shouldn't get any money.
She made these promises to you, and she didn't keep them, right?
Correct.
And you have a short-term marriage. Let's get it ended now.
Are you comfortable with saying that to her attorney?
Of course.
What else do you need to know to help me win this case?
Well, I think what we should do is just know we're both on the same page. We want to take this. We want to go at it aggressively. You tell me what you want, and I will go after that.
Okay. Well, I've told you what I want. I want to pay as little alimony for a shorter period of time as possible, but I don't know that that's going. I think one of the hurdles, one of the obstacles to that is Claire won't be self-supporting in a year.
Well, she will be self-supporting if she's forced to be self-supporting. Are you giving her carte blanche with money now?
Well, during marriage she did. You know, I only took a few $1,000s a month, and she had all the rest to pay the
And she probably
mortgage.
wasted a lot, and that's going to be our position. Now, tell me, in terms of right now, have you cut off her access to credit cards?
Yes.
Good, good. And what about any support that you're giving her, any money? Does she have access to your bank accounts?
No, but I'm paying the mortgage, and it's my house. I owned it before we got married.
Have you told her to leave?
I've left. I have trouble talking to her. I'm not a real forceful person. I don't like making demands on her because then we get into these awful screaming matches. I want you to do what I want, especially with money. Pay as little alimony as possible for a shorter period of time, and I want you to go to her attorney and work that out, get an agreement to that, and if they won't agree, I want you to go to court.
Absolutely. You know, what we'll do is we'll put out our position to them. We'll give them 3 or 4 days. We'll put a timeline in our letter to them saying, if you don't agree to this, we're going to court. You know, and we'll keep them on a short leash, because the sooner you get what you need done, the better it is for you. And don't worry about her being hostile. We're here to take that on, so don't worry about that. I talk, you walk. Don't worry.
Thank you. That's what I want.